I wanted to take a moment to address those who are very proficient at pope-splaining when it comes to these blessings of same-sex or irregular unions. First of all, a blessing as defined by theology is to raise something up from the mire. So when we have an item that is made out of materials of this world, by blessing it, that item now becomes spiritualized. For instance, a rosary. A rosary is made out of natural elements, but by having it be blessed, it now has a spiritual purpose. And therefore, if it's ever used for something less, it's a sacrilege. Now, this blessing of irregular unions or same-sex unions is then this idea that we're going to bless these unions which do not end in the procreation of life. They can't. It's evil. It's not blessing of persons. It's all right to bless persons. We should bless persons. We should raise persons up. But that's not what's being said. But everybody's addressing this as if he's talking about blessing persons. It's the union. Why is this being done? This has a purpose. You always have to ask, why are they doing this? A priest that I know had said, they're allowing them to ride the bus now, but you have to sit in the back. Do you think they're going to be satisfied with sitting in the back? Second-grade citizens? No, this is not going to solve that part of what they're trying to do. But for us, that doesn't matter so much. They've also said that these are non-liturgical blessings. There is no such thing as a non-liturgical blessing unless you separate God. And then you just say, this is a blessing coming from me as a man to you. I'm giving you something. But of course, supposedly representing the Catholic Church. Obviously not. Let me use an example, a little scenario here. Let's take a man who has 2 stepchildren, a stepdaughter who's 13 years old, and a stepson who's 16 years old. They all live together. This man is a businessman, and his business partner is very astute at his business. And he has now come to this man and offered to him a partnership. But he wants something in return. This man wants his 13-year-old stepdaughter. He wants access to her. Knowing that the stepfather is the one who protects and defends, he can let him in. He can set up the scenario. And his children, his stepchildren, must be obedient to him. He sees this as a perfect exchange. So the wicked stepfather agrees to this. At an arranged time, he unlocks the door. He invites the man in. He takes him into his stepdaughter's room. And he allows this man to start to rape her. Well, his stepson in the room next door hears the noise. He comes into the room. He sees what's happening. He starts to attack the man that is raping his sister, and then he sees out of the corner of his eye his stepfather standing in the corner watching. His stepfather says, out of obedience, step back. Do not touch that man. Is he supposed to be obedient to him? According to the modernists, we're supposed to be obedient to him. Would you be obedient to him? Now, in this scenario, the 13-year-old girl is the faith. The business partner is the world. The stepfather is the supposed supreme pontiff. These men have made a deal with the world, and they've opened the door to let them in, to come in, to rape you of your faith. The 16-year-old stepson, or the sedevacantes. We come in, we see what's happening, we try to protect the faith. We're told by the stepfather to step down in obedience, and we say, you are not a father. You do not have the authority of a father because you're not protecting and defending. So I will step in and protect and defend the faith. And not only will I attack the man who is raping my daughter, the world, I will attack you because you are wicked. You have allowed this to happen. Stepfather, though, tries to reason with his stepson. Don't worry, you will benefit from this. This is a business deal. You will become very rich and very powerful with this deal. So let it happen. Step back. Do you do it? Of course you don't do it. Nobody with any human decency would do it. And yet, there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of those who claim to be good Catholics who step back because they say, we must be obedient. We must not fight against this. And look at all the benefits. Look at all the way that it benefits us. So if you believe that we should step back, that whatever this man says, we should allow to happen in his business dealing with the world, including same-sex blessings. If that is the case, then you are my enemy. And I will continue to fight against you. To convert you, yes. But you need to be converted and become a decent, good human being before you can become a decent, good Catholic.